It's a rainy day here at home in Texas. I just went on a run with Pepper. We did about 2 miles. I really don't love running in the rain, but because of the possible thunderstorms and hail that can like ruin cars, I was not able to go to the gym. So we just went outside. But like my feet, absolutely soaked. So anyways, I'm gonna change out of my rainy clothes, and then I have a differential equations test, which is a class that I do. We have a teacher technically, but he doesn't teach. It's like online, asynchronous kind of, but I have to take the test today. So that's like an hour and a half, and then it's only 3:30 right now because I get out of school super early, which is nice. And then I'll make dinner. My family isn't here, so it's just me this weekend, so yeah. I've been seeing girls who get all like dressed up to study or take tests. I don't really study, but I could not be farther from that. I change into pajamas or sweats like within 10 minutes of getting home, unless I go to the gym or on a run. This is my desk for today. We're allowed to have notes on our test, which is great, and then I have my water and some pens. I am gonna whip up some shrimp tacos. I had shrimp fried rice yesterday, but we have tortillas and shrimp. So I'm gonna make that quickly. We've got the shrimp, and then I'm just heating up the tortillas right now. It no longer says that there are thunderstorms or tornadoes or anything. So I feel like I should do something since it's Friday night, because the past few nights I've just been like in bed reading my book, and I finished my book, so either I could get a new one, or I could watch a movie, or I could go do something. But I don't know what to do because I need something that I can get home easily if the storms pick up, and something that's like affordable. I don't want to like spend a ton of money just to do nothing. And like preferably healthy, but I could get dessert somewhere. That could be fun. Or I could go to like Whole Foods and pick out something. But then again, I could also make something at home. I've spent the past like half hour trying to find a recipe for a dessert because I think I'm just gonna stay here. I don't really see a point in risking it by taking the car out. But a lot of the recipes are for like larger groups of people for the desserts. I went out to the fridge in the garage to see if we had any like frozen berries I could put in my pancakes, and I found a 4-pound bag of blueberries, so I'm gonna use some of those. And then we just have this pancake mix. I looked at the ingredients and it wasn't like there wasn't any seed oils or soy stuff, so I'm gonna use that and just whip up some quick pancakes. I kind of messed up and got them a little stuck, but it looks so cute. I think I'm gonna do something kind of controversial. There's a movie that I've wanted to watch for like over a year, and it has a book, but I'm more in the mood to watch a movie now than read the book, which is weird because I was on a reading kick, but now I feel like just like being cozy and watching it would be fun. So I'm gonna watch Surprised by Oxford, and then if I like it, I will read the book. The book is a memoir, so it's not usually a genre I read. I give the bird one of these like fresh chopped food. Well, it's frozen, but it was fresh. And then I'm gonna give it some seeds and nuts and whatever else is in there. I have a lactic acid like face mask serum on that I have to wash off in a few minutes. So while that's working, I'm going to do a fun little addition that I've enjoyed doing the past few spa nights I've had. You take just a washcloth and like a bowl, and then you pour hot water into it, and it gives you like the hot washcloths that you get when you would arrive at a hotel or like at a fancy restaurant. So just gonna make a quick cup of peppermint tea. We have a lot of different teas, but a lot of them are loose leaf, and I don't really feel like having the energy for that. I just woke up and the severe weather event of the day for here in Texas is flash floods. Okay, no. I just woke up and the severe weather event for today is flash floods, but I think the reminder actually just went off on the weather app, like it isn't there anymore, which would be great because I potentially have plans starting at 11, so I need a nice filling breakfast. We have yogurt and we have that pancake mix, but I think I want something more substantial, and then that leaves those things open for dessert. I'm gonna make an omelet with some mushrooms, tomatoes, and Swiss cheese. And then we also have this British bacon that we always make our bacon in the oven. But I don't really want to heat up the oven just for a piece of bacon. So I'm going to try to do it in the cast iron pan, and hopefully it goes okay. It's British bacon, so it's less fatty, so hopefully that's better. Okay, I have avocado oil in the pan, I have the kettle going, and I have the bacon in the cast iron pan. So I'm just going to crack 2 eggs and mix them up, and then put it in the pan with the oil. That's way too hot. Cheese. Earlier today, I went to a rec team's basketball game. They're guys at my church, and I filmed for them so that they could have their footage. And then I went and tried to volunteer at a resale shop. It's kind of like Goodwill, but it's different. And my friends and I, we used to work at that same brand's food pantry, but then they closed it on Saturday. So we wanted to go to the resale, and they said we could show up. But then we weren't on their list because we didn't know we had to make an appointment. So we went back to the place where the basketball was, and we watched guys from my school play. And now it's a few hours later because I've been doing basically nothing, and I'm gonna head out to get dinner with my friend. I have returned from dinner, clearly. I think the kitchen is my favorite place when I'm home alone, mostly because the food, obviously. And then second, the bird is here and Pepper's here. I don't know, it feels nicer to be by the door and in the main area of the house, even if no one's here. But she had tacos, I had a burrito, got chips, and then we went to Dairy Queen because I saw a Dairy Queen gift card in the car. And I was like, oh, that would be a fun thing to do. I never go there, but I got a chocolate dipped cone. And I am home. There's the potential that I might go to her house tomorrow for dinner because my family will still be gone. Today's Saturday, so tomorrow's Sunday. And I decided that I want to make cookie dough. I'm not going to bake cookies, but I feel like it's nice to have cookie dough frozen, which we never have had because we always eat the cookies. But I'm going to make the dough, I'm going to freeze it, and then we'll have some on hand just in case. I love Jesha's sourdough recipes. I'll link it below, but she does sourdough cookies, sourdough bagels, other tasty treats that are using sourdough so they're more gut healthy. And this recipe uses coconut oil instead of butter, so I'm just going to melt that. I love when recipes use mass instead of cups, tablespoons, whatever, because it's so much faster and way less cleanup. But that did make barely anything. So I'm gonna roll it into balls and freeze it. I think I ate too much at dinner because now my stomach feels very overfull. So I'm gonna have some soothing herbal tea, whatever that means, and take my supplements and maybe even do some yoga because I'm very uncomfortable. It's so cold that I had to pull out the comfy, and like I've been wearing sweats this whole weekend. Like even in the house it makes me not want to move and just sit in bed. So instead of doing that, I need to clean my room. You can't see most of it. It's been a little neglected since I haven't been staying here, and it needs some work. My room is now at a livable level. I got all the stuff off the floor, most stuff off the bed, just have like my dresser, and I need to vacuum. And then I have to go work on my bathroom and my closet, but we're gonna take a lunch break because it's 1:30, so I'm gonna cook something up. When I checked the fridge, we had a thing of like noodles from when we had pasta a few days ago. So I'm gonna have that, and then I'm gonna make some meat sauce with ground beef I defrosted yesterday and this marinara. Okay, I cooked the whole pound of ground beef. It comes in like 1 pound packages, so that I could have some for Pepper's dinner and maybe her breakfast, we'll see. So I'm just gonna put the extra in here, and then I'll put the sauce in. Lunch. It's so cold that I got out my Super Puff just to go outside and take Pepper out for a few minutes. But while we were out there, someone delivered another birthday thing for my mom. It's her birthday today, even though she's out of town. But we got some cookies for her. So these are the cookies I made that I'm gonna take to my friend's house. I'm gonna go to dinner. I just had a piece of toast in the toaster. I've been like, one of the gifts that my mom got was a loaf of bread. She said I could have some of it, so I've been like cutting off little tiny slices, having that throughout the day. It's now Monday, and if I were at school, it would be third period, but I just came home to let Pepper out, and it's surprisingly warm outside. I put on a thermal because it was freezing when I woke up in the house, but now the sun's out and I can see the sky for the first time in like 4 days. Now that I had a protein bar, an orange, and a slice of bread, I have to go back to school, and then I'll come home when I'm done with my next few classes and let Pepper out again, and then I'll be home for the rest of the day, and then my family will come back. My family just landed in Texas, so now they're on their way home. I am going to a Bible study, like Christian athlete thing tonight, so I will not be here when they're gonna arrive. But I made a little carrot, honey, mustard, Dijon, lemon salad thing. A little tomato salad with Greek yogurt and feta. Bible study is unfortunately outside, which means that I'm gonna have to wear a little more clothing than this. It'll get down to like 58 degrees, and I don't know what that means, but I think I need long pants for that. Okay, here's the outfit, matching sweatsuit. I gotta go.